Hey guys, welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts video, and today we're going to talk about one of the most powerful characters in Kingdom Hearts, and that is Namine. So, I'm in a new location. If you hear any echo, I'm sorry about that. Um, and if the echo's pretty bad, I'll go into another room in the next video and try to make my other videos. But today, like I said earlier, we're going to talk about Namine. So, Namine doesn't really have much to go off of but from Chain of Memories in Kingdom Hearts 3, but that's comes to analyzing her. So, let's start off with her in Chain of Memories. So, Namine here, as I said already, is one of the most powerful characters in Kingdom Hearts. I'd say she's probably in the upper level when it comes to pass most of even the Keyblade builders, not physically, but when it comes to how she uses her abilities. So in Chain of Memories, Namine has the ability to rewrite someone's memories. She is able to rewrite someone's memories and even erase all of their memories, which can collapse their heart. The thing here is that Namine being strong enough to be able to collapse someone's heart by just erasing their memories is a very impressive feat. Now, this ability won't work on something like Nobodies or Heartless, because, well, they don't have a heart. But the thing here is that it works on people that do have hearts or that are able to have their memories reawakened. So we're going to use an example from Chain of Memories from Sora. Sora having his memories erased and having his heart collapsed is one of the most baffling things that can happen in KH, because in my opinion Sora is the strongest guardian of light and is the, well, poster boy of Kingdom Hearts, so of course he's going to be really powerful in the KH series. But the thing here is that also she was able to break Replica Riku's mind in Chain of Memories, which is an impressive feat because, well, Replica Riku, as we've seen in Kingdom Hearts 3 and in Chain of Memories, is very powerful and has high potential when it comes to his power growing even more with the darkness, because, well, in KH3 and in the data battles of Remind, we've seen how powerful darkness really can be used. But now let's get to the reason why I believe Namine, who is Kairi's Nobody, is, well, one of the strongest characters in KH. And it is because, well, in Chain of Memories, she told Riku that she has the power to be able to lock away Ansem's strength that is inside of his heart, his darkness, which on its own is a huge feat. Ansem, by the time of KH1 into Chain of Memories, is able to do many things that many characters still in the Guardians of Light section cannot even wish they could accomplish. And the thing here is that Ansem is one of the original enemies in KH, so he has the most growth when it comes to his power even still growing, and him being merged with Riku made him even stronger, which shows that Namine being confident enough in her powers to lock away Ansem's darkness and even his power and lock away Ansem in Riku's heart is something that is not a small feat. Now, Riku did defeat Ansem in Chain of Memories and couldn't defeat Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 2, but the thing here is that he had to use Ansem's power to defeat Roxas in KH2. The thing here is that Ansem is very powerful when it comes to the Kingdom Hearts series because of him being close to Riku, making him just have high potential. Ansem's power grows with Riku's and Riku's power grows with Ansem. They're one in a bundle together. And the thing here that also I can say about Namine is that she's pretty quippy with her intelligence. She's actually a lot smarter than most of the Kingdom Hearts characters for her age in the Kingdom Hearts series. I don't know if that's because she's a replica or because she's a nobody and she has a lot of high intelligence because she comes from Kairi and Sora in one. I don't know if that's the reason. Also, she's a blonde. I think that comes from Ventus being inside of Sora, so her design is a little bit iffy, but that's fine. And another thing here with Namine that makes me very impressed with her powers is that all she has to do is just draw you. If she was told by someone who you were and they gave a good description of who you are, or just took a picture because they have cameras in Cage, well, they would be able to technically have your heart collapsed and your memories lost. Which means Namine is able to use those abilities against any of the Guardians of Light, erasing their mind and collapsing their heart. She can do it against Sora, she can do it against Riku, she can do it against Mickey, she could probably do it against Aqua, she could do it against Ventus, and she even showed in KH3, which is the biggest feat she probably will ever show for a while until she comes back, is that she was able to awaken the rage inside of Terra to come and help them and feat on its own. And the reason I'm going to say this is because, well, Namine being able to awaken Terra's anger in his armor is something that shouldn't even be possible. Terra inside of his armor is scaled to Terranort, who is one of, I would say, the most powerful enemies in KH. We did see Terranort in KH3 literally demolish almost all of the Guardians of Light on his own, correct? Well, Terra is literally that man. And Lingering Will was fighting him pretty equally in the KH3 and Remind cutscenes until he brought out the Guardian. And the thing here I would like to say is that Namine being able to awaken memories of Terra just to get him to help shouldn't be possible because of how strong Terra is, which means her abilities overpass powers even greater than hers. Terra has been a Keyblade wielder for so many years and training for so many years to take down darkness and thinking for so many years how to take down Xehanort, and Namine just being able to use her powers to awaken Terra just to help is something that I didn't even think anyone could do. Even Master Xehanort in KH3 said himself that he didn't understand why Terra's heart was lost, but Namine was able to figure out how Terra's heart was lost and even found a way how to awaken him and even get him to help her to save them from dying again against Terra, which is huge. I don't know, maybe Nomura will explain it one day later on in many of the Kingdom Hearts games of how far Namine's power can go in Kingdom Hearts, but there's also a problem with Namine being that powerful. Namine can technically be used as a retcon tool. She can do basically anything in Kingdom Hearts. Whatever she draws can come to reality. It was explained itself in Chain of Memories that whatever she draws about somebody can become reality. So if she was to draw Sora with a new Keyblade, well, he would have it. And the thing here is that her being able to do things like that kind of breaks the Kingdom Hearts lore because she could literally do anything. And another thing here is that she wasn't in Melody of Memories, which makes sense. And it's probably because they wanted to make it seem like Kairi had more things to do. Because technically, Namine could have just awakened all of Kairi's memories at once, and the game would have been over then and there. So technically, Nomura bamboozled us, should I say? But the thing here is that Namine has such high potential, and Namine, well, she's already reached that potential. Namine probably could be used to even stop the foretellers if it's possible. The thing here is that I don't think it would work on the Master of Masters though, since he technically has been through time, so powers like that might not affect him. But for other characters that aren't on Master of Masters level, I would technically say Namine could probably take down with just her drawing you and just erasing you from existence. It's crazy to believe that Namine can do something like that, and it's only ever been really in 2 games we've ever really seen Namine's powers work at max. And I see why she's not a Keyblade wielder, because if she was, her Keyblade would probably be overpowered. Her Keyblade could erase you if it stabs you or hits you. She could erase parts of your memory by damaging you, which it's off the charts. It's crazy. Namine is overpowered. She bears down on most of the other characters in Kingdom Hearts. Thank God she's a good guy now. It makes sense why Nomura had to make her a good guy. And the thing here is that Namine isn't really used much in the games. She's kind of just thrown away now because I think Nomura knows how strong he made her, and technically how much she could really do anything to make it easier for the heroes. She technically could just find Sora on her own. She could literally just go do it herself and then tell everyone where Sora is. because of her ability. She could literally go in Sora's memories and figure out his location, or she could go talk back to the star that Kairi and them spoke to Melody of Memories, and by using her powers, going into the memories of the star and figuring out everything possible and everything needed to take down the enemies that Sora will have to deal with in Quadratum. Like I've said for a while now, and I'm going to keep saying it, Namine is off the charts. She's overpowered. She has no bounds and no limits. And I feel as if that she is something that will never probably ever be used in Kingdom Hearts as much as she used to in Chain of Memories, because of how powerful she is and how retconnable she can be in many of the games by just changing anything in a snap of her fingers. But that's really it about Namine. I kind of rambled a lot when it came to this character, but it's because I could make probably a 50-minute video or even longer about anything Namine could have done in any of the Kingdom Hearts series to change everything that's happened. But I'm not going to do that. This is just a how powerful is the character series, and I would like to say that Namine is one of probably the most overpowered character in Kingdom Hearts, up there with Sora and probably others. If you just give Namine the tools she needs to take down an enemy, that's it. Namine is just an innocent looking girl. So the thing here is that no one would ever really think that she's a threat. And so after that, she'd just take you down probably in seconds. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please leave anything down in the comments below that will help make my editing or my videos any better. And if you have any suggestions for any videos, please leave them down in the comments as well. And if you disagree with anything I've said in the video, please leave it down in the comments as well.